Wow. Today we're wrapping up day one here in Houston. Left Kansas City about 12:40 this afternoon, and we bundled up. We put on our gloves. We did our social distancing thing, and definitely lots of mask wearing and hand sanitizer. But we made it. And one of the first things we decided to do was to go to the neighborhood. There's a significant mural. You'll see that video piece. And when we got there, to our surprise, the family was assembled. We had George's uncle who spent time with us, and we engaged with him when he was so proud of the fact that when George made his move to Minnesota, he was one of the first ones to ride up there and go with him. And when we told him we were from Kansas City, man, he said, yeah, we rode through there. So great conversation with George's uncle. And also a young kid in the neighborhood, young guy, who he called George his big bro. And for anybody that spent any time in a black neighborhood, you know what that means. Big bro is somebody you looked up to, somebody you respected. And the young man who was a football player talked about following in George's footsteps, who was also a football player. So we stood with the family. We're very, very honored. But the highlight of the day is the opportunity we had to spend time with George's twin, NBA legend, NBA great Steven Jackson, who was also out fellowshipping with the family. And out of respect for Steven, he wanted to have an off-camera conversation. But he did lean into some conversation with us, and we heard about that relationship. But man, one of the most touching parts of that conversation, when we thanked Steven for really, really helping to shed a light on this both nationally and internationally, he said, no thanks needed. He was my brother. I'd do anything for this man. No thanks needed. And the big takeaway from Steven was, I'm doing this, and he looked around, he looked at me. He said, I hope I'm making you all proud. And man, he's doing it basically for the community. He's doing it for the black community. He's doing it so that we can stop being the victims of police brutality, police violence. We're tired of dying on camera. Made that extremely clear. So we stood with the family today. We stood with Steven. And what a day. So you'll be getting footage, and we're going to wrap day one. We're going to try and get some rest, and we're back at it again tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Visitation from 12 until 6. We'll probably get out around the noon or 1:30 hour, and we'll definitely be going live on Facebook, and all video will be posted to the Good Trouble Equity Talks YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, but even if you're not, subscribe to the channel, because we're going to spend the next 24 plus hours engaging around this matter and being a part of living history. Thank you, man. Black Lives Matter. They've always mattered. RIP to George Floyd. His death was not in vain. He's a made man. Thank you.